All right, welcome to the Big Bucket of Chicken, episode 5.
Hey, we're back.
Well, good Lou.
Coming up, Taylor Swift.
Hey Kev, how are you?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Good.
5 episodes now.
Yeah.
What can we do now?
Well, we can do a lot of things.
Let's not fuck it up.
We could do a lot of things, Kev. That's number one. Number two, I have been posting on the for those of you guys who follow us on the Instagrams at the Big Bucket of Chicken podcast. I posted some stuff today. I don't know if you saw it. You probably didn't because you're a piece of
No, I don't know anything about what you're talking about.
okay,
right now.
good.
I'm still on dial-up for AOL, so
But
I have no idea what you're saying.
I've just been like thanking all the because we are getting like a lot of feedback from the people who are watching the Big Bucket of Chicken. We appreciate that.
I didn't know like the milk shortage was such a big fucking like topical thing. Like I just like wanted to talk about it, but like there was like multiple people that were like sending us messages.
Yeah, well, okay. So you sent me the link. We talked about this last time. We talked about it like the last couple episodes about how dairy. First, you said dairy. There was a shortage because there's too much. Like people want more dairy, but the reality is it's not a shortage, Kev. People are going bankrupt.
They are
Because more
one of the biggest milk corporations,
Yeah.
the Dean Corporation.
So you told me
Filed for bankruptcy.
last week. You said a couple of our listeners, our watchers, our viewers, our followers, our cult
acolytes.
acolytes. I like that. Sent you a link, and the link is Dean Foods, which a lot of people I don't think know who Dean because like that's the name of the I guess the main.
I personally have never met anybody named Dean, but I assume that this guy is big in the milk industry.
I do know
because-
a guy named Dean actually.
You do?
My
Okay.
neighbor's name is Dean, or
Wow.
his kid's name is Dean.
Factoid.
Yeah, it's whatever. Anyway, but Dean's Foods, they own Land O'Lakes, Country Fresh. They also own like if you see like most of the around here. I'm not sure about around the rest of the country, but like Daily Pure, which is like or True Moo. They own True Moo, which we've all seen that like chocolate
Right.
milk in the half gallon. Daily Pure is like one of the most popular around here at least. Half and halves. I like and as someone who like bounces back and forth between like being completely vegan and eating dairy. I'm all for like them all going out of business, and if it's not in the stores, I'm never gonna have to worry.
Let me
about
just tell you something right now. I hope you're fucking proud of yourself. You see what's happening? These guys went out of business because you guys want your fucking hemp oil milk shit.
it. Let me
on.
tell you something, Mean Gene.
No, it really is like that. You guys fuck them.
Well, no, here.
You guys with all your bullshit alternatives.
No, here's what Dean said. Despite our best efforts to make our business more agile and cost efficient, we continue to be impacted by a challenging operating environment marked by continuing declines in consumer milk consumption. That's
Right. He's calling you guys fucking pussies for not drinking milk.
Importantly, we are continuing to provide customers with an uninterrupted supply of high-quality dairy products. I like that uninterrupted.
Right.
I want to keep the cheese flowing in your fat gullet, you fat piece
Well, that's
of
how
shit.
it is. I was looking at the stats and it was like milk is down from 17.4 billion to 16.8 billion. Like,
Yeah, well, they lost.
what a drop.
Dean Foods said it had lined up about $850 million in bankruptcy financing to continue operating. So
They're going to be. I guess what they're doing is they're going to. All their operations are going to be turned over to the Dairy Farmers of America. So, like, I guess Dean is like selling their assets to this company. So the Dairy Farmers of America apparently is going to like own the Dean.
So does that mean it's going to be like more grassroots? Because look, I get it. Like health wise, dairy is not like great for you, but
Right,
there
but
are
it's
millions
fun.
of people. It's fun. Don't get me wrong.
What happened to fucking fun in America? Okay,
Yeah. Well,
this is like the decline of fun.
Just
That's
so
what it
everyone
is.
knows, like I do bounce back. I've been a vegetarian for years. I don't eat meat, but when it comes to dairy, it is a problem for me. It's like a
big
like
fucking
I'll go. I got coffee today from 7-Eleven. I put the almond.
Put the dairy creamer? Oh,
the
the
almond
oh,
creamer.
okay.
Because it's just fucking sugar and goop, and like it makes the coffee creamy. That's all I want. Cream in my coffee. And but anyway, so I went to Tennessee last week.
You did.
I went down south.
Did you do the pickup line that I told you to say?
Which was the pick?
Are you from Tennessee?
Because you're the only 10 I see.
Because you're the only 10 I see.
No, I didn't see any 10s. Kev.
Come on.
I don't think.
There wasn't some girl like hopped up on meth that you could have like went over and said
I
to?
think as soon as a female becomes like 8 or above, they just immediately ship her to Miami. Like, you can't be here.
Oh, like 8 as in that's your scale. Like 1 to 10.
like hotness scale.
Yeah, that's a very chauvinistic.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Nobody cares down there either.
You still using the 1 through 10 to
1
judge
through-
how hot someone
Oh, what
is?
are you? Blah, blah. No, but anyway, so I went to Tennessee, and as you know, in Tennessee, There weren't a lot of vegan options. There was a few.
That's good though. It
there
should
was-
be pure fucking beef in your face.
Well, we went to the Cracker Barrel. Have you been to the Cracker Barrel, Kev?
So you went all the way to Tennessee to go to the Cracker Barrel. That's awesome.
So
You know that's not like exclusive to the South. Like,
No,
You can
it's-
go to Cracker Barrel in like Albany, New York, if
yeah,
you wanted to.
okay, but nobody wants.
It's not authentic though.
Nobody wants to go to Albany. But the thing about the Cracker Barrel,
That's a rumor.
The thing about Cracker Barrel is, you can be a vegan, you could believe whatever you want to believe, but as soon as they serve you those pancakes with the ice cream scoop of butter on top, all bets are off. It's an ice cream scoop of butter. We went to Waffle House too when we were down there, which is actually not as like shitty as everyone makes it seem.
What did you have, like a white trash map
We-
of things to do?
we went
Was there a
to-
big treasure map of
we
fucking
went
like?
we went to
Waffle
Cracker Barrel
House?
3 times. We went to Waffle House once.
Wow.
We went to there's a Bojangles chicken down there.
There's Bojangles is back.
Yeah, well, it never was not there.
Well, again, the Bojangles used to be up here, but
And-
now I guess it's migrated to the south.
Well, because of
or
the
what?
racial like connotations.
I still don't get it, but whatever.
But down there, it's everywhere. Like it's all the same fast foods we have up here. But,
Except for Bojangles.
yeah, except for we don't have Bojangles up here. But there's Bojangles, and look, it's really nice down there. Actually, most of the people were really nice. There's a lot of things down there you don't see up here so much, like road signs with bullet holes in them and
Well,
things
and
like that.
you don't find like meth in a wallet.
No, I did. I found meth in a wallet.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I was.
That's a delicacy down in Tennessee.
We
though.
found a wallet in the parking lot. I hope that person's not watching because they'll probably track us down and kill us. But
Was his name Corn Pop?
his name was definitely, I would assume, something of the variation with corn in it. And we like, oh, look, someone's wallet. Let's bring it to the front desk. We open it. There's no ID in it. There's just like 2 of those like prepaid credit cards in there.
Were they Walmart gift cards?
No,
at
they were
least?
like those speed pay, some bullshit thing. And in there was an empty wax folder that had white substance in it. I didn't taste it to test it. And another one full. And it looked like either, it could have been heroin. It could have been.
You didn't turn it into Lost and Found.
No, we just threw it in the garbage can.
I'm sorry, I dropped a little bit of meth around there in the parking
We
lot.
we decided to play a little game with ourselves because it was a kind of a motel hotel. So like the doors are like facing out of the building. So I was like, let's throw it in the garbage.
Was there a fun name at least for the hotel?
And no, it was Red Roof Inn.
Okay.
Red Roof Inn, so,
it wasn't like the Safari Inn
No,
or
it wasn't
something?
like the hotels. There was a kind of a weird hotel down there. What the hell was it called? I can't remember. Anyway, everything down
the
there.
Last Chance Motel.
Yeah, exactly. It's like gunshot wounds hotel. And
Like they won't let you get a room if you don't have a hooker on your arm.
yeah, exactly. It's like, sir, I don't see any. You have a sniffle or are you sick? Oh, you're sick. We're gonna give you the presidential suite, which is a dumpster.
The bubble jets.
Yeah, exactly. And anyway, so we threw it in the garbage, and I was like, hey, as I was with my sister and her fiance, I was like, let's throw it in the garbage.
And what'd you say? Like, let's get our own.
And then like in 20, 30 minutes, let's come outside and just listen to the sound of chaos in the parking lot. like 2 junkies like going crazy looking for their meth, but it didn't happen. So I'm assuming either someone.
Where is it? Where is it?
No,
I
just
didn't
like
hear that.
like chaos. Like I told you, you're stupid. And it's like, oh baby, I wasn't paying. Just
and they
like,
got cool nicknames too.
yeah, it's like Cletus, and then his girlfriend's name is like, I don't know, like Rumpelstiltskin or something. I have no idea. It was interesting down there. We did the whole like southern, like we had like Waffle House, Cracker Barrel. We went to
Was everything sticky at Waffle House?
No, honestly, it
Was
was
it pristine?
Pristine.
See, that's not a real Waffle
There
House.
was like 2 down there, and the outside looks a little shitty, but when you go inside, it's like super nice. The food was actually pretty decent.
I would have fucking drove away if it was clean though. That's not authentic. Like I want everything to be poured. Like the menu should be a struggle to open. Like if you touch the fucking counter, like everything should be just completely covered in syrup.
Well, the one thing they did do that I didn't like, there's 2 things, and
I don't like this Waffle House turning over a new.
So
leaf.
Waffle House doesn't use butter. They give you little Waffle House containers full of like margarine. I was like,
Really?
you guys don't fucking have butter? You're Waffle House. Fuck you. I'm going to Cracker Barrel. And then 2,
you left there to go to Cracker Barrel.
well, we went to Cracker Barrel 3 times. Waffle House just once to check it out. But then they give us our check, right? They come over and give us our check. And right before they brought the check over, it wasn't our waitress who brought it over. They gave my sister's fiance ordered like another orange juice or soda or some bullshit. And then the waitress who's like waiting on us comes over and goes, "Oh, she brought your check already? Oh, I didn't put that soda on there." And we're like, "Oh, all right, well, I guess we get a free soda. Like, what is it, 3 cents for fucking a fountain soda?" She goes, "I'll be right back." And she comes back and gives us a new check with like $2 extra on it. And I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Wow.
Like we're paying fucking. It costs like $4.
Look at your freeloading ass. You're trying to get a free fountain soda.
I
at
want
Waffle House.
I want a free fountain soda. From
Who the
Waffle.
fuck do you think you are? trying to get a free fountain soda at Waffle House. Like you had some Groupon shit.
Our waitress was like, she has the thickest Southern
Was her name
accent.
Flo?
No, she had the thickest Southern accent ever. And she's like, oh, hi, all there. And she's like, oh, I used to actually, because we told her we're from New York, whatever. And she's like, oh, I used to live in Massachusetts. I'm like, no, you didn't. Because like she said,
It's like Massachusetts is a town in Tennessee.
So she goes, I moved here 20 years ago, and I go, all right. So I looked at her, and judging by like her blue eyeshadow and like the wrinkles on her face, I'm like, you're either in your 40s or 50s, and in 20 years you didn't gain this Tennessee accent, or you're like 27 and Tennessee is not treating your skin well. Like you just, I can't tell. Are you a really ugly, a really just like worn down, 4-pack a day, drinking like gas station like whiskey 28-year-old?
Well, do you have any plans to go back and possibly see her again and maybe?
Yeah, I'll go back and catch up with her.
You should really figure out what's going on with her life.
I mean, I did like the Blue Ridge Mountains. I did like driving. We drove up to the mountains. We actually drove up this fucking mountain.
You just drove up a mountain?
Just drove up the road.
Holy shit.
Because there's roads. I mean, there are roads in the mountains, but it snowed while we were down there. Actually, it's the temperature is exactly the same. I thought it was going to be warmer. Not at all. It was like 20 degrees.
Shit.
And we drive up to the mountain. As you get higher, there's more snow. And we're driving, and the roads are fucking suspect as fuck. No guardrails, and they're like crumbling. Like so, like we were driving.
So it's almost like third world country.
It was the scariest shit.
I don't want to mention a third world country because someone will get offended.
Yeah. Oh,
Argentina.
Kev,
what?
No, Kev. Tennessee. No. So we're driving up these roads, and we're getting like really far up there, and you get to like edges, and you're like, oh look, I can like the town is like ants. I'm like, okay, we're fucking high up there. So we see these trucks coming, and they're like the like LIPA of Tennessee. It's like the power company. So he comes. Now we have to. Now the road is so narrow that you can't pass.
It's one of those things. It's one of those things. Who's gonna go first?
Yeah. So he kind of pulls over to this little side. There was it was like a plateau. So he pulls over.
Yeah.
We pull up next to him. We're like, hey, are we allowed to be up here? He's like, yeah, technically. It's no one cares. So we're like, is there a way out back there? He's like, no, it's gonna dead end at a cell phone tower. You got to turn around and go back. We're like, oh, that's awesome. Thanks a lot. That's really horrifying. So we go up there. There's actually a crash site. 1970s, a fucking like Phantom Air Force jet crashed up in the mountains. So there's like a little memorial. So it's like, oh, it's pretty cool. It's kind of a local thing. I want to look it up online. There's people taking pictures of like the parts of the plane. Like they never clean up the fucking crash. A jet crashed on the side of the mountain. They put a little gravestone and didn't clean up the fucking crash.
So they're lazy there.
They're like fucking jet engines, like just been sitting there for 35 years. Like, yeah, we'll get to that. But they are super.
They clean the bodies up?
I assume so. I didn't see a skeleton picture, but it is. People are really nice down there, but it is the opposite of New York, where there's no assholes on the road and things like that. But it is slow to the point where, being a New Yorker, I did feel like a piece of shit with my impatience, because like even like with a light would turn green, and you're like, one Mississippi,
yeah,
and you could see them like they're forming a thought, like, oh, so that's new. That's go. I have to go, and you're like, just fucking go, man. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult for an elitist like you to accept the slowness of the South.
That's true.
That's fine.
But it was fun. I did have a good time.
That's good.
Other than like some there was, like I said, there were some troubling things I saw and experienced, but.
Well, while you were doing that on your excursion, we did manage to pick up a few new sponsors.
Well, did we?
Yeah.
What are they?
Tell us.
Kevin, our new sponsors are, the first one, I hope you guys enjoy this. This is Burly Man Magazine. Finally a magazine for the flabby, pale, and hairy, which is us. This month's issue, Kev, the November issue, it is almost Thanksgiving. It's the end of the month, but this month's issue is top 10 home remedies for back hair, which I think really
it's such a problem.
I think you would really
such a problem for my family.
By your family, you mean you yourself, right?
Everyone. It affects everyone.
Before I continue, quick, how many times has your wife shaved your back?
Plenty of times, and I'm proud of that.
I'm proud of it too.
That is something to stand on.
I think that's how you know you get a keeper.
That's like the fucking. I should put the American flag like out and wave it around. Like that's the American dream. So,
honey, do my back. Here's my Mach 3.
Yeah.
Oh God. The world's top 25 most delicious corn dogs.
That's good.
Which is good information. Some new positions and tips on how to not make your woman scream out, "You're crushing me," which I can definitely that's right here.
Listen, if you can get some new tips, that's great.
What do you do for that when that happens?
I don't know. I just kind of go, what happened?
You're not up there long enough to really do anything.
I mean, you know.
I joke. I kid. Kevin has.
I'm not up there long enough. Like it's a ride, like a Six Flags. The fuck,
baby! I put $5 in. We ain't done yet.
Right. I got the easy pass. What the fuck is that?
And
going up again. You got a ski lift? Like, what are you talking about?
I'm
not up. I wasn't up there long enough.
Does Kelly
to see.
punch your ticket when you enter the bedroom? Like,
Right.
snip, 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 snip.
Yeah, I got a fucking bracelet.
6
on.
more of these, and you get a free meatball sub.
A meatball sub. Perfect.
And a 7-page shirtless spread, an interview with 3-time Burley Man of the Year award winner. You guessed it, Seth Rogen.
That's my boy.
Which I gotta be honest, like, if that guy's famous, how come we're not fucking famous?
That's what I mean. That's what I think. I think people think that about us. Like, how the fuck is that guy famous? You guys are doing a podcast where like 100 people listen to you.
Yeah, I like the 100 people though.
I do, but this guy's worldwide.
Soon to be millions.
He's dressing up as the Green Hornet. You're just fucking growing.
That's horrific.
You're growing out your hair like some.
Can you do an impression of his laugh? I think about it all the time. Like, I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I
no.
got to smoke weed for 10
I'd
more
have to
years.
study it.
And then maybe I'll get it. And our other new sponsor, which is this is good for the holidays are coming up, and this is going to come in handy.
Perfect.
Maury's Hard Buttermilk. Like, you like hard seltzer?
No.
You like hard water?
Nope.
Everyone does, Kev. What are you talking
I know
about?
everybody else does, but I'm just saying personally, I think it's all bullshit.
This ain't your grandmama's buttermilk. That's
Okay.
their slogan. We've added no artificial flavors, colors, and additives. We just took pure country-aged buttermilk and just added some rubbing alcohol to it.
I'm in.
But only the 78% rubbing alcohol. 91% is just too much. You got to have a little bit of a water mix in there because otherwise you're going to get
Gotta be able to wake up for work the next day.
you get a
right?
little acid reflux.
Yeah.
Now, are you sick of sitting around your farmhouse and not feeling any kind of buzz from a glass of buttermilk? I know I am.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
In Tennessee, couldn't throw a rock without hitting a farmhouse. Ever wonder what it would be like to simultaneously vomit and shit your pants? Maury's got you covered. Served in an old-timey milkman bottle and not refrigerated. So
Maury's Hard Buttermilk.
you don't want to refrigerate it because then it takes all the luster and the chunks out of it.
Thanksgiving's coming up too. This would be perfect to
week.
bring to fucking Thanksgiving dinner. Mm-hmm. Do it.
I'm gonna have it at my table.
Maury's Hard Buttermilk.
And I got to be honest, though. I have in the past vomited and shit my pants at the same time.
You have?
I mean, I was in the bathroom, so I was like, I give myself like a 2 out of 10 for that one because like I was in the area of the bathroom, but
Okay.
it didn't. Shit happens. You think you can drink Devil Springs vodka, and then the truth is you can't. No one can. That's not for human consumption.
Oh, I'm glad to know that you are a multitasker.
Yeah,
as they say in the
multitasker.
biz,
I mean,
so.
we've all been there, right? When you're younger and you think like I'm invincible, I can't die, so let me just drink shoe polish. But they sold it to me at the liquor store, so I'm assuming it's out of
It's Devil's Springs, right?
Yeah, 170 proof vodka. It's as close to moonshine as you can probably get.
It really is.
It's disgusting.
There
But
should be a skull and crossbones on the bottle. But
it
they
does
just
say on the bottle,
decided
"Don't
that.
drink straight." It does say that.
It does say that.
And
You're right.
We have drank it
And
straight.
I've been beaten every time. Beaten into submission, actually.
Those are the mornings you wake up, you're like, I don't know where my shoes are, and I don't know where my children are.
Yeah. There's pictures somewhere that exist.
I have them somewhere. We can,
Yeah,
I'll post them on the Facebook. We'll see what happens.
Do not do that because I will sue for defamation of character.
Now, one other thing I wanted to talk about with you, and I've been talking about this for weeks, and I've been thinking about it because I watched I don't know how many of you guys watched the Edward Snowden episode of Joe Rogan's podcast where
I watched the cell phone segment, like where he was talking about like how they track you with your
cell phones are never off
Right,
unless
yeah,
the
that's
battery's
what I
out.
mean. Yeah,
They're
that's what it
constantly
was, yeah.
squawking and
Yeah.
giving away location. Yeah, but definitely watch the episode. I'm sure everyone at this point knows Edward Snowden like leaked stuff and became a whistleblower. Now he's like stuck in Russia. He's
Yep.
stuck there because he was in Russia going someplace else, and they canceled all his flights. Kind of like he's stuck in like Moscow.
Yep.
So he did the interview via like Skype or whatever, however he did it. But one of the things he talked about, and I guess we all knew it to a degree, but when you have someone like this say it, you're like, oh, okay. Everything you've ever done online, everything you've ever Googled, everything you've ever put on the internet is there still to this day and will be forever until the end of time. So I was thinking, I mean, I don't really care. I'm not a politician, so it's like at no point is someone gonna be like, well, Lou, that's a great answer to that question. I have a question for you. What did Fire Death 83 say in 1999? You're like, oh, God, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, if you ever want to get into politics,
Your
you
old
got to be
screen name.
squeaky clean.
Yeah, no
your
one is.
entire life. Even if you're 6 years old and you did something wrong, like
It's gonna come up.
They're gonna get you.
It's going to come up. So I was thinking, what are some of the worst things, and I mean like most disgusting sexually or otherwise, things that you've ever Googled? Like, I want everyone to think about this for a second. Everyone watching and listening to us right now. Think about the things that you've typed into Google that are like, just for argument, just for example, like in quotations, some sexy person, like male or female actor, and the word nude after. And then you want to see the pictures of them nude because they've been leaked.
But they're usually tastefully done, which I
tastefully done.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jennifer Lawrence ones are all tasteful.
I thought so.
Her whole life is on the internet, and it's
Well, a lot of those guys, that was one big leak from a bunch
Mm-hmm.
of actresses, and a lot of them exist. I was very interested in that one. Was the Kristen Ritter, the chick from Breaking Bad, when that happened.
You were very interested in
I was very interested in that.
How much research did you do on the...
Tons of research. I typed her name in a few different ways. The last name first a few times.
It's like Kristen
Kristen
Ritter.
with a Y, Kristen with an I, just to see maybe the person that posted it didn't really know how to spell her name right. I was just going with that aspect.
Kristen Ritter vagina, and then you're like, oh, let's see what... Oh, there it is.
Because I like people, like, you know, like some people you think about, like, you're like, all right, like these people take their clothes off every single episode of some bullshit show.
Yeah,
you
I
watch.
get it.
But there's other people where it's like, I've never seen that before. And that's makes me interested.
So it's
People like
curiosity.
that, yeah.
So what are some of the things that you've Googled that are just...
I'm big on like weird disease things.
So like what, for example?
I don't know, like when someone's like face gets removed. Like I don't know, like when there's like shotgun accidents and like those kind of things, like, and then like they do like the before the reconstruction.
There's a great website. It's called Best Gore. bestgore.com.
Yeah, like stuff like that I'll do, or just like
go to it.
I don't know, like weird growth stuff.
Like just for example, and I'm not using any.
I just feel like a creep right now. You're making me feel like
but that's everybody.
But you're making me think that like you're like an interrogator. Like there's a camera set up.
There's 3
and, like,
cameras set
I'm
up.
confessing to a crime. Like I don't like this right now. You're making
This is
me-
all admissible in court, Kevin.
It
So,
is? Okay.
The big the judge calls the big bucket of chicken to the bench. It's like, we're here, Your Honor.
I
We're
honestly
totally
think
ready to go to jail.
this is like a ploy to just get you to like announce like all your like sexual fantasies.
No, it's not. It's not just about sexual, but it is. And if anyone is listening to this,
That's what I mean.
if anyone's listening to this and they're going like, "Oh my God," I'll post up on Facebook your internet history and then shut the fuck up, because it's everyone, men, women, gay, straight, are fucking weird. Because you put this like, we put this like I don't know, trust in Google, like. For example, and I'm not using anything specific to me personally, but maybe you're like, oh, I found a little red dot on my dick. What is that? So how do you type it on Google? Like red dot on my penis, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden you're bombarded with other people who have uploaded their dick on the internet with a red dot on it. And then you have to skim through like, no, that's too many bumps. That's herpes. And oh, that looks like AIDS. And now you're scrolling through just black and white, yellow, red dicks with close-ups of red bumps, sores, open wounds, and you're trying to like I can't get my dick to the screen.
But is there any realization at some point where you're like, what the fuck am I doing?
No, because there's this thing I think that we all have, and this is why the internet is.
Is this like for you, like page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5?
I don't go past the third page.
You're a third page guy.
That's as most I'll go, because once you get past the third page, then you're in like the really like. I mean, I'm already looking at dicks on the internet that aren't mine,
right?
Because I have and it turned out
you just admitted to the world that you like to Google dicks.
Just for it was a pimple. It was an ingrown hair. This was like maybe like back in July.
It's also the world of self-diagnosis. That's the best
what
part.
It is. Google Dr.
Instead
Google.
of going to the doctor like, hey doc, I got this weird dot, it's more like Google Images will solve my fucking problem.
Exactly.
There's got to be some man in this world that has the same affliction as I.
But I mean, Funny or Die did it for years, where they had like the live Google, like you go to the guy's office and like people are like Kristen Stewart naked. You're like, are you seriously, guy? And they like hand him a stack of papers, like, yeah, thank you. But it's really like that. I think it also becomes okay. Now you're thinking, we said was, are you really like totally okay with? Yeah, because I feel like we have this like weird thing where we're like, I'm alone in my computer, no one's around, and I'm trying to solve a problem. But that's
meanwhile. But then your profile now is like, he likes to look at dicks. Like that's all that like
it's
Google
in my
thinks
history.
about you. The Google Analytics department is just like, oh yeah, that's Dick Looker 64. They probably gave you some weird screen name.
It all comes down to like the algorithms. Like everything, your phone's always listening to everything that's happening. It's on. The mic's on. Now. Alexa in everyone's house. Your microphone, like even yesterday, my computer like puts up like the advanced like virus protections. Like, is your webcam safe? Here, test it here. So you click a button that says test, and then it does something for 2 seconds, and it shows like whatever your webcam sees. Like it just turns it on. It goes, oh, you're susceptible to hackers. I'm like, first of all, you're in my computer, Avast. Yeah. So all you did was turn my webcam on to like show me that I need to pay $33 a month so you can protect me from who? Like,
well, of course.
If they're gonna get my shit, they're gonna get my shit.
Of course they are. I mean, they're looking to make a buck off you. That's fine.
So
they're preying on your fears of being watched. In your house.
Yeah, but the point is like you
Well, that's why people put the post-it. I love they put the post-it on the webcam. We do that too.
I don't put the post-it.
It's just one of those things. Like you just put the
I
post-it.
just turn it the other way. I don't want to see myself masturbating. Like, but that's all. So
What do you have,
basically,
do you have a big mirror?
I have a mirror on the ceiling. I'm like, yeah, there you are, sexy burly man. And but what I'm saying is like everything you do is there forever.
Sure.
But we have this like false sense of like no one's gonna see. And for the most part, they're not like pointing out specific people. Like we're gonna watch Kevin McClure and see what he's doing today. But it's there.
It is, of course.
It's everything you've ever typed.
Yeah, I mean you're not really like an important thing, but
No,
if you ever needed
but
to
it's
be,
there.
they will get.
So
yeah.
I want people to understand. I want people to know like what. Think about the worst thing you ever typed in Google. Like.
Okay, if there's comments, like if we're gonna post this on YouTube or Spotify, and there starts to be comments that are just like out of control.
No, I don't care. I want to hear what everyone's like crazy shit is because, like, think about
how
naked,
creepy our audience
naked
is.
famous person, weird disease. Those are like really like benign, like just really nothing compared to like the crazy shit that people.
Well, yeah, I
Google.
mean you got to get the combination things going, like the different words that aren't supposed to go together. That makes like this amalgamation. That all of a sudden, like Google's like this is something I can do. Like that's like it really like Google gets fired up.
It's like,
you're giving them like a fucking challenge.
Did you mean syphilis? Like, oh yes, that's how you spell syphilis.
Right,
It's a lot of
syphilis,
eyes.
Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
Right, it's like okay. And there's some asshole that made some like weird like thing where like Kristen Stewart has like syphilis all over her face or something like that.
Those things exist. Anything.
I know they do.
The internet has become the human imagination, where like if you can think of something, it is 100% on the internet, someplace.
Listen, Lou, we live in a world where my box doesn't have fucking cages anymore.
Did you see that?
I did. I want to show you.
You have the picture?
Yeah, I mean this happened a little bit of time ago, but
Wave it around like a psychopath. Like last.
I know, I don't, and I'm not good with that.
How does it work?
So this is.
Someone's knocking on our podcast door. Is it the police? Are they getting a live stream of this?
Oh boy, here we go. So, anyways, so here we go. So this is the original picture with animals in cages.
Yeah.
As you can see, this is old school. This
Yeah,
is
that's
what,
like,
this is exactly what I'm looking
there we go.
for. When I was a kid growing up, I was excited to see this. I was like, okay, tigers and lions where they should be in a cage.
Yeah.
But now you look at it.
Where they should
thanks
be.
to PETA, look at that. They're just having a nice little fun.
They're roaming free.
safari. It's like Madagascar 7 now.
We didn't want to send the wrong
on
signal to
part
the
of-
kids,
on
Kev.
on the animal crackers.
And of course, in big, bold, blue letter, calcium. There's calcium in animal crackers, kids. So you eat as much as you want, get your teeth nice and strong, and your
So
bones.
just to recap what PETA's done, they probably fucked the milk industry, and also they made animal crackers safe for everyone. So now when kids grow up thinking like, oh, okay, a tiger, like they're going to go try to pet the tiger instead of realizing, no, what I remember is my animal crackers were in a cage because they're wild, fierce animals and should not be going up to pet. But now this is what we're going to get.
Well,
we're
all
going
right.
to get kids now confused.
Now, you did say something to me earlier. You said that because they don't sell the animal crackers in the cages anymore, it's become like a black market on the internet.
It's a
now.
big eBay thing. If you go on eBay, you can find the original box of the caged animal crackers. The people that said "fuck the animals," like we want like our like our authentic, like retro P.T. Barnum animal crackers. Like this is the way it is.
What's,
I mean, the whole idea is like it is kind of messed up that like this is for years and years and years. This was the box, and like obviously the circus now is like completely shut down. Everybody hates the circus because it hurt the animals.
Well,
all
the
that kind of
circus
thing.
the circus and the zoo are pretty shitty. Like, how are they still? How is the circus still a thing?
It's not really. I mean, like Barnum and Bailey shut down. Like,
Yeah, but there's
done.
still circuses around.
There are, but they're like really carny.
As we speak, there's a high school or a college parking lot filled with carnies and like people like
and one sick elephant.
and just the smell of animal shit like filling the neighborhood. I understand this to a degree of like little kids eat animal crackers, and maybe if you don't show them animals in cages, but I feel like if your fight is to free animals, is this really is this the front line here? The animal crackers?
when they look this happy, I think so.
Because you're still eating them.
Look how happy they are. They all got together because this is usually what happens: a lion, an elephant, a giraffe, a gorilla, and a zebra. They're all like, "Let's hang out this Friday."
The thing that concerns me the most about animal crackers is that the box of animal crackers is about 2 servings. Then why don't you just fucking make the box smaller and make it 1 serving? Because I'm going to eat it in 1 serving. So now you're telling me that I'm eating 2 servings of animal crackers when I really want to eat 1 box? And 2, Last time I checked, and I haven't had an animal cracker in at least 2 weeks. I gotta be like, I haven't had. I do like animal crackers, but they don't taste like animal. There's no animals in the fucking crackers. It's like vanilla and gluten and sugar.
Oh wait, you want like real animal in the crackers?
But I just feel like the picture of animals is irrelevant to the cracker.
we know they're shaped like them at least.
You know, 200 years ago when they invented animal crackers, they had to just put something on the fucking box. And their imagination back then was like, well, what are we going to put on the box to relate to the people? How about gangrene? Everyone has gangrene. Or
we're getting back into Google
or
now.
Tuberculosis.
You know you've Googled gangrene before, you psycho.
I've seen gangrene.
Yeah, that's awful.
Go to bestgore.com and just see the horrific things that are on that website. You want to watch terrorists?
Promoting gore websites.
You want to see someone get their head cut off with a steak knife?
You do.
That's the spot for you, kid. Oh, it's fucking
sick bastard.
I can't watch those videos anymore. Anyway, but
you've revealed so much about yourself today. Like people are like they're gonna be afraid of this.
I think that knock on the door, I'm gonna go out there and it's like, it's the CIA. We finally got you.
They're gonna tackle you and put you in a burlap bag.
You were listening on your phone, like you
Right.
said, you fat piece of shit, and come with us, and we're gonna just put something up your butt and brainwash you, and then send you back out there amongst the population, like a fucking Manchurian candidate. Fucking son of a bitch. Anyway, but I okay, look. I'm gonna make sure that I eat animal crackers today, just because we talked about it. Because you know what? There's two kinds of animal crackers. There's like the traditional, which is this red box you see here. Everyone knows this. But if you go to like Costco's and BJ's, they have like the vanilla flavored.
The iced animals. They call them the iced animals.
Well, there's that.
frosting?
So there's three. So there's those
okay.
which.
I got really excited saying that, by the way. Oh no, you're talking about the iced animals.
Those
man.
are good though.
They really are.
But there's another
because
brand.
There's piles of sugar on top of them, and they're pink. It's like pink, like weird. Sugary
They're like
stuff.
little personal cakes, and you can eat as many as you can fit in your pockets. Excuse me. But anyway, so there's another brand. It's like a Costco or BJ's brand.
Right.
Does not taste like an animal cracker at all. It almost tastes like a Nilla wafer, but it's got like a coating. I don't know. It's not good, and it gives me heartburn. And whoever that brand is, I don't know what the brand is. Fuck you, fuck that brand.
Well, that's the whole thing.
It might be Kirkland.
Yeah, but that's
yeah,
I think you're right.
Berkeley.
It is Kirkland. It might be Kirkland.
What's the BJ stand for? It's like Berkeley and Jensen. That's what I think the brand
Kirkland
is.
Signature? I think it was.
Or is Kirkland?
I thought it was BJ.
Does Kirkland?
Oh, that's Costco, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who cares? Let's not talk about wholesale bullshit.
Let's talk about wholesale bullshit.
Let's talk about the real stuff, man.
So
It's the real
now,
shit.
let's go on Wizard's website and like the comic book people and see like are these gonna be worth money? Is that what's gonna happen?
Dude,
now?
I'm going on eBay and buying a whole case of caged P.T. Barnum animal crackers.
If you like animal crackers, you're gonna love 25-year-old stale animal crackers because that's what's gonna happen. I mean, eventually these are gonna be like one of those like sought after items, like
Right.
Like there's gonna be like high posts, like $115 a box.
But what's like, there's got to be like some retro thing though, where they like do that every so often. It's like celebrating 85 years of forced captivity and servitude. Barnum's Animals.
That's the front line of the fight for PETA though. It's like we're gonna stand our ground.
But I like that PETA is like focusing on bullshit like this. Like, did you hear the other day? I don't know if we have time to get into this.
Well, we could talk for a few.
Well,
minutes.
I was telling you the other day. So the TSA, so the people that the fun people that check our bags,
protect the airports.
protect the airports. They are upset that they're so scary to people. And you know what's even more scary at the airport? You know what it is, Lou?
I do know.
Dogs with pointy ears. So not only are you terrified to board a plane for all the things that are going on in the world, but then when you see a drug-sniffing dog,
Cujo,
and all of a sudden his ears are pointed up, oh, God, you better put your hands away because that hand's getting taken. So pretty much the TSA to ramp up and to show a better image, especially to the children's. Because the children's have been getting a little scared when they see those pointy-eared dogs at the airport. So now they are only going to have fluffy-eared dogs that will be searching bags and searching for drugs at the airport. But they did mention, though, that you still can't pet them.
don't touch the dogs.
Unbelievable. This is what our time is devoted to. Shutting down animal crackers and making sure that our dogs at the airport are more friendly looking to kids. Because did that happen like at a couple airports? There's just like a corner of crying kids. It was like a German shepherd like...
It's like, hey kid, if you don't have uncut Colombian cocaine in your backpack, you're all right. The dog's not gonna fuck with you.
But also, the great thing is it like the world that we live in, there's always backlash to that. So when that was announced by the TSA, there were people that were crying out that it was canine racism to only have dogs that had fluffy ears
That's
and
what
not
it
pointy
is.
ears. But they reassured people. This is great. They reassured people that it will the dogs will be getting the jobs based on their qualifications.
Yeah. We don't want to have we don't have a more racism in the world. What did was there a dog spokesperson that came forward and had like a press conference?
Yeah, what he said is that they're put through a stringent test, extremely difficult test, and at the end of the day, the dog's going to be out there because they're qualified, not because of their breed. So again, I don't know what that means. Are they going to even if they're a qualified dog, are they getting their ears stapled back? I don't know what the fuck that means, but all I know is I'm going to be flying in a few days, and I'm going to be on the lookout for this shit.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to be looking out for crying kids and making sure that these dogs
and
are
Doberman pinchers.
Yeah. And I'm gonna actually every time I see a dog with fluffy ears, I'm gonna go, oh, look at you. Oh, it's only gonna take another hour to get on the plane. Oh, look at that.
I mean, I guess they can train any dog to sniff drugs. Like, so it could be a poodle but they usually aren't. They're usually German shepherds or like retrievers or something like that, like the black labs. But I want to see the representatives from like the Poodles of America like on TV. Like, first of all, this is fucking bullshit. Okay, just because we're tiny and fluffy, we can find cocaine and heroin just as good as a goddamn fucking golden retriever can. Okay, this is uncalled for. This is modern day lynching. This is fucking bullshit. And then it's fake news. And then now we're gonna see.
But that's gonna happen.
I hope so.
They already said someone came out and said that's canine racism. What the fuck does that even mean?
Well, you know what you got to do now. We got to get like the Teresa Caputo of dogs, like the medium of dogs, to like speak to the dogs and like, what do you feel about Sebastian? Oh, she hates it. She hates it. Oh,
I'm getting a reading here. I'm getting a cold reading here.
No. Let's end on that. Let's end on the dog note.
Yeah. So I'll check that out at the airport, Lou. And
where are you going?
I'm going to Kansas.
Oh, that's right. You're going for Kansas for Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Can we do like a Instagram live for the Big Bucket of Chicken while you're in Kansas?
Not at all.
Why not?
I will not be talking to you at all while I'm in Kansas.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
Why not? What happened?
Fuck off.
I thought we were friends.
Just kidding.
I thought we were friends. I'm gonna call your house. I'm gonna be like, hi, hello, is this Kansas? Welcome to Kansas. Is it still Kansas or they live someplace? It is Kansas.
It is Kansas, yeah.
That's
why I said Kansas.
All right,
What do you think? I just lied to you?
you know what?
I'm actually going to be in Missouri.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching episode 5 of the Big Bucket of Chicken. We had a really great time. It's that camera right there, Kev.
I don't know.
So you're looking at
I'm
the
looking
TV.
at myself because I like looking at myself.
'Cause
There's a giant monitor.
You're not getting Burly Man of the Year, no matter what you do right now. At this point, I'm number
One more
one.
button goes down, Lou, and I think there's gonna be a different story.
You can only have shirts with the top buttons. You can't have the rest of the buttons because they look like they're just fucking barely alive. Anyway, thank you guys for watching Big Bucket Chicken episode 5. I want to know what the worst Google things you ever Googled ever. I want to know what the fuck they are.
And we will completely block you if I don't like it.
No, that's not happening.
Yeah, it will.
All right, guys.
Yeah, it will.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye, friend. I will block you from your life.